Thank you so much for keeping it locked out 95.3 FM. Like I told you, welcome inside Hot Sauce, powered by Alicia's ready to snack from the pack. Ken, Happy New Year and everything.
Likewise, a Sierra Bless.
Yes, we were supposed to kick this off last Thursday, but then the press conference.
Yeah, the press conference, but this week we can keep it hot and saucy this thoughts around, giving the listeners something exciting to look forward to this afternoon.
This afternoon. What are we talking about this afternoon?
You're putting me on the spot. I want you to introduce the topic to the listeners what we're talking about.
Okay, well, earlier in January, just before the swing of the year, just after the swing of the year, just after we rang in 2021, I asked on air, what would you guys like to hear us talk about on Hot Sauce? And a lady sent a particular topic, and she sent this big long explanation, and unfortunately it did not save the message, but she said you need to discuss it. I need to hear about it because apparently something like this happened to her, and it wasn't very pretty.
Oh gosh, just get straight to the point.
It wasn't very pretty. What is it, he asked? Well, she wants to know about men living double lives.
Oh, that happens all the time. All the time. And it's very interesting that she asks you to talk about that, because double lives or living a double life is quite popular amongst women.
As well,
of course, I was talking to one of our resident guests, Fabian Sargent. He's one of the directors for the Barbados Fine Planning Association. So I tossed the topic at him, get a little crash course, etc. and so forth. So he actually said, well, it all depends too on the what road you decide to go down in terms of double lives. But he says it's actually quite popular amongst women as well too, especially in sex parties where he would go and advocate about safe sex and so forth. Him and Anderson Langdon, they actually go to these stuff.
These things actually happen here. Sex parties happen in BIM.
Oh yeah, of course, and they actually had an educational course with Charlie Spice as well, to one of our resident guests. And he was like, oh yes, we tried to talk to her. Oh yes, I mean it's quite popular.
You sound like Charlie. Big ups to Charlie Spice. Good afternoon, sir.
Right. It's actually funny enough, it's actually more popular amongst women.
More women are living double lives than men.
But it all depends on the angle and the aspect. But,
all right, so give me the different angles and aspects then. How many routes can we take?
All right. Let me first distinguish what is living a double life.
Yes, please
right?
tell me.
So
you have all the info.
So let me give an example. During the hours of 3 to 8 p.m., there's a DJ on 95.3 called Scott the Rock. But when he goes home to his madam, he's called Henley. You understand? So a double life is basically a separate life that you live that may be public or non-public to persons. So for example, there's Batman, and then there's Bruce Wayne.
Yeah. Right.
Everybody know a Batman.
Right.
But everybody don't necessarily know that Bruce Wayne is Batman.
So he living a double life.
Now, let me bring it to the sexual side of it.
That's the side we focusing on today.
No, double life is very popular amongst men in all types of demographics and age groups. I'm trying to choose my words very carefully. Don't want to get fired from Starcom.
You don't even want to hear it. You don't want to get me fired, you mean to say.
Right? But it's actually quite popular amongst men. From a sexual standpoint, it basically means, hey, this is a guy who is living a separate life where he's interested in the same sex. But here's the interesting thing about it now. As educated by Anderson Langdon and Fabian Sargent, I didn't know this is actually going to shock a lot of listeners. What they were explaining is, just because a guy, because usually people associate double lives with being gay or homosexual. What they were explaining, and I also researched it myself, just because a guy is having sexual intercourse with someone of the same sex,
right,
doesn't necessarily mean he is gay or homosexual.
So because a man is sexually engaged with another man, does not necessarily mean
gay. And listen, let me tell you what I believed in, right? Because I was asking some questions.
Wait, let me process that again. Just because a man is engaged in sexual activity with another male That does not mean he's gay.
Correct. Listen to me, that is the most mind-blowing thing I've ever heard. But the reason why I said
we can pause there. I need to hear from my listeners. Y'all agree with that? That's the first question I got for y'all this evening. 266-4688. Just because a man is engaged in sexual activity with another male, that does not mean he's gay or homosexual.
That does not mean he's gay.
How'd that sound to one of 266-4688? That sound like rubbish according to Ronnie Clark, or
like, dude, that was totally mind-blowing when I actually heard that. But then what made me believe it, I was actually talking to some colleagues in the LGBT community, and they were often telling me, they were involved and dating straight men. And I was like, wait, hold up a second. How?
But if you're straight, how can you be?
Ding, 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 ding. That ain't making no sense, right? I was like, but if a straight guy is dating a gay person, right? Not just someone who's saying a gay person.
Somebody says, "How you define what is gay?" You're going deep in the box, saying no.
We are going. We can deal with it, right? But if a straight guy is dealing with someone that is gay or of the same sex, well, what would that mean him? But then
curious. That's the word. He has to be curious.
A lot of it is really curiosity.
Since he's not gay, he's curious.
It's curious, right? But you know that's not what the Bible says. But anyways,
Pastor Ken, you might always put this Bible thing, but continue, man.
Of course, right? So I did some investigation. Talking to Anderson, talking to guys from the. Oh my gosh, the alphabet community. Too much words to
LGBTQ and
it's
so
actually,
many other letters.
It's actually
I know there are a lot of letters behind there.
I think there's LBGTQI plus. There's like there's actually so much actually, and then there's the they, means that they don't identify as a he or a she.
No sexuality.
Right.
But you spoke to them, man.
Right. So I spoke to them of it, right? So I said, first of all, what makes a person gay? Let me answer that question. What makes a person gay? So based on Anderson Langdon and the guy Fabian Sargent, well, look at this way, right? It's when you decide to identify yourself as gay, then that you are. So that's what it is. You're trying to tell me I can go and have sexual intercourse.
Don't call me name with another man. Right? Continue smartly.
With another guy maybe shorter than me. Are you trying to tell me? Are you trying to tell me that would not make me gay? They really know. So a lot of guys are living double lives out of curiosity. Based on also what my family physician would have also said, what me mentioned, a lot of guys enjoy the quote in Belgian terms,
the stimulation of the prostate,
the radio version of it, the like the tightness of it, because obviously that area is tighter and more pleasurable than that of the female parts.
And a doctor said this to you.
She said, but doesn't mean that she agrees with it.
No, I'm just verifying. I just wanted to know how you know.
Yeah. Let's, you should know, but I don't just come. Even for playing devil's advocate, I gotta just make sure I go and do my research first and to know what I'm talking about. Now, someone on WhatsApp asks what
is gay?
To define gay.
Yeah.
Now, the Oxford Dictionary defines gay as being happy. That is actually
not that definition, Ken.
Oh no! But we gotta start with rudiments first. So the first word.
You going way back in the day?
No, you gotta go back and then go forward.
Modern times.
You gotta go back and then go forward, right? So actually, I remember years ago, right?
Yeah, I used to use that a lot in primary school writing compositions and things. I felt gay and free and
yeah. I remember one time I was home. So this is actually the weirdest story, but I am comfortable talking about it, so it's not gonna. I know who I am, so it's not gonna bother me.
I wish we had a camera. Ken is wearing a long sleeve white sweater and a blue and white scarf, Barbados, and he's very comfortable telling this story. Tell the rest of your story, fam. We're listening.
I actually did not. Know that you said it that way, right? But I actually did not think about it. But I guess that statement would mean a lot if I do something like this.
Tell the story, man.
So I remember actually I was probably about 9 years old, and I was on the phone with a school friend of mine. And we were actually discussing the meaning of the word gay, right? So the guy educated me that the first of all, the original meaning of the word gay means to be happy. So I just came up my bedroom and said, "Mommy, I am gay." And my mother came like, "What?" Because she is not studying the fact that, she knows, but she's not saying the fact that the word gay actually means happy.
Yeah, carefree.
I just said modern day times, that ain't what the word gay means, right?
In modern times too, people, we are way more accepting. I don't have a problem with anybody being gay.
So you're a gay Scott?
No, well,
you're
sometimes
not,
I'm quite happy. Sometimes. It depends on which version of the word you're using. But I don't have a problem with gay people. Let me just say that. The question we're asking today is about double lives.
Have you ever thought about living a double life, Scott?
Why would I think about it? You only think about it if you are inclined sexually in that particular
Not really.
direction.
I was reading a case study on Google University. I graduated from there, right? And a doctor, I can't remember his name, but anyone can actually go on Google and see. Most men, at least 95% of men, has actually thought of the idea of having sexual intercourse with someone of the same sex.
That sounds like Trump winning the election. Rubbish.
Listen, that is my guy, by the way. I'm a Trump supporter.
Bruh, come on, man.
Right?
15 minutes after 5 o'clock. Let's get back to the main topic, you and Trump. Double lives.
Right.
I want to hear from ladies out there, or anybody actually. Have you encountered somebody like that in your life who is living a double life? We don't need details. Do you have a friend who is struggling with their sexuality or anything like that? I live in a double life.
Yes.
Wife, children, happy home, but really and truly not so much of a happy home, because really behind the scenes they want to be free.
They want to be free.
They want to be gay.
Right.
And happy.
You seem very uncomfortable talking about this, Scott.
Nah, I'm not uncomfortable talking about. Listen, we have spoken about this on Hot Sauce at Night, which is coming back real soon, by the way. What you say? You seem uncomfortable?
I don't know. You trembling. So are you one of those 95% of men that has actually thought of having sexual intercourse with someone of the same sex?
I have never. I don't think that I can recall.
Never crossed your mind once.
No,
not even
once.
for 2 seconds.
Nah, I think I would remember if it did. Has it ever crossed your mind?
Of course.
It did.
Yeah, I was like, I remember.
How did you handle that thought at that particular point in time?
Actually, it was kind of gross because I was like, why would a guy actually go and sleep with another guy? First of all, I can't.
Because love is love, Ken. How can you say it's gross?
But it's gross for me. I should say. Actually, I tease a lot of my friends from the gay community about it a lot. How you can go and say, I don't even like when a guy is standing 3 feet in front of me. I just feel so uncomfortable.
You sound very, very homophobic. Do you know that word?
No, because you're invading my space.
Yeah, but if a woman was standing 3 feet in front of you, would you feel uncomfortable?
Actually, that actually happened to me a couple of times. It all depends on how the woman looks.
What?
It all depends on who the woman is. No, I am being, if you can be frank, and so, Scott, you are trying to tell me a woman never stood 3 feet in front of you and you never felt uncomfortable? Not once?
3 feet? Nah. I can't
Not
say
once?
it. Nah. Something would have to be considerably and terribly wrong.
No, I actually felt uncomfortable a couple of times when a couple of women actually stood very close in front of me, especially if I'm not attracted to them.
So women make you uncomfortable and men make you uncomfortable, so they shouldn't refer to you as he or she either then.
Listen, let me stick to the double X. You don't put the words in my mouth.
I'm just saying, bro. I mean...
So you're telling me you have never ever felt uncomfortable when a woman stood Very close in front of you.
Very close, yes. 3 feet away, no.
You know this is actually 3 feet.
Yeah, and they don't feel uncomfortable. And you are not a woman and you're a man and they still don't feel uncomfortable.
I was gonna say something, but that wouldn't be appropriate for radio.
Bro.
So that said though, I actually do know a couple males and females who actually are living that double life. Mm-hmm. But so one of the things you said, which is very true, living that double life for some men and women, it actually has a lot to do with curiosity.
I love this question right here. Good evening. So how many times can you be curious before you are considered gay?
Yeah, actually, I answered the same question. And to be more specific for those who are listening, Anderson Langdon, he's the director of the Barbers Family Planning Association and a resident guest on the Hot Sauce Show. So I actually asked him that question. And he was like, you can actually be curious as much as you want. You can actually experiment.
But until you say you're gay.
Until you identify as gay, then you are not gay. Which is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. In my books, right? And I get a lot of lashes from this from a lot of my peers, which is okay. My body's broad. Once a straight man has engaged in sexual intercourse with someone of the same sex, in my books, they are gay. I mean, it's like teething a candy.
I understand what Anderson is saying though, based on the definition and everything.
I understand what he's saying, but it's ridiculous. It's like
he's very politically correct. I understand what you're saying too.
Mm-hmm. So who you saying with?
I can't say. I got.
And this is what I call the Black Dr. Phil, right? you try to.
I understand what both of y'all are saying. Honestly,
I understand what he's saying for be
based on definitions.
Because it actually makes sense, right? You could be doing something, but it doesn't mean that you are that way because you may be just doing it out of curiosity. You want to know how it feels, right?
I don't want to be politically correct. Yes.
No, but he's actually being serious.
But in real life, if you do it, you are.
No. He was actually serious.
No. I'm not saying he wasn't serious, but I'm just saying in real life, to most people, then, if you do it, if you cross the border, you're gonna cross the border.
Well, if you put it in, if you want to put it in, first of all, if you want to put it in words of Anderson, if you're not educated of it, then yes, you will say that once a person do that, they are gay. Now, just like me, you would refer to the Bible of Solomon and Gomorrah and so forth, right? I mean, it's mind blowing. I think about it, right? My peers, again, who are gay, they often, by the way, I'm gonna gay doesn't only specifies or mean men, it means women too.
Somebody says, Scott, you can't be on the fence about the matter. Yes, I can be. I'm on the fence because I understand where both parties are coming from. I don't have a problem with gay people, We are discussing today men and women.
You don't have a problem with gay people?
I don't have a problem with gay people.
What,
I have a few friends who are gay.
Would you go out with a gay person?
You mean like date?
No, date. I mean just go out for drinks and so forth. So suppose when your gay friends call you and
I've played on a million events. I've been around plenty gay people.
Scott, you are not Anderson. Don't be politically correct.
I'm not being politically correct. I'm being real. You have gay friends.
Yes.
Exactly. Have you not been out in public with them?
But that's the only question I asked you. I asked you if one of you...
I have. That's what I'm saying.
No.
Don't
answer it yet. Don't answer it yet. If one of your gay friends call you and say, hey, Scott, let's go for some drinks.
Well, then you invited me on a date and no.
It's not a date. Wait.
None of my gay friends ever would cross the border because they know how Scott rolls.
But if you know who you are, this is the problem with a lot of guys. A lot of guys.
No, why would I be dating somebody who I know is interested in me sexually when I'm not sexually oriented in that particular way?
But who's saying
that don't make no sense?
But who's saying
if you invited me out,
yeah?
You are taking me on a date, or you want to. Why would I go out on a date with somebody I'm not interested in?
Scott,
I ain't hungry. I ain't thirsty. I could buy my own drinks and buy my own food. Why would I go out on a date with you if I'm not interested in you?
So what's the difference between a gay guy saying, hey, let's go for some drinks, and then one of your straight guys say, hey Scott, let's go out for some drinks. What's the difference?
The difference is, what I'm saying is, if you are inviting me on a date,
I never said
then we
nothing about
have a
inviting
pro-
on date.
But that's what I said from the beginning.
Scott, why you being so touchy about
I'm
this?
not being touchy. I'm saying, if you're inviting me on a date, I'm not going. If you want to hang out, sure. I don't have a problem with that. Like, we cool.
So if one of your boys called you, straight guys by the way, and say, hey Scott, let me just go by bar, drink some drinks, see what's going on out there. You be cool with that, right?
I just said, if you're gay,
hold on.
and we cool. Like,
Great. So, babe, hold on a minute. You say if I'm gay?
if the person inviting me out, Ken, is gay.
Right.
If we just going to chill,
Chill.
I know we just going to chill, we cool, no issue. If I feel like there's something hidden there, a hidden agenda, or if I know you actually invited me on a date, it can't happen.
So any of your gay friends ever say, hey, let's go out for some drinks?
No, I don't have that many male gay friends.
Listen, right?
Man, trying to put me on the spot real bad, you know.
Hold on, no.
Fam, I'm telling you have people in your circle who are living double lives, and you go out with them all the time. You're probably giving them
I
male
say I
hugs.
just go out with them all the time.
You probably do. Most people listening to the radio right now probably
Actually,
have people living double lives. Because according to you, let me continue, 95% of men have had sexual thoughts about another man.
No, according to a case study on Google
Well,
University.
but you said it on radio, so according to you, based on the case study, Ken, don't come at me, fam. You don't want to do it, 95% of men have had sexual thoughts about another man. So how many male friends do you have? Let me do the math. I got my phone in my hand.
I have a lot of male acquaintances.
Friends. We talk about friends.
I can actually call all my male friends, all my true male friends. That's probably about four guys.
You have 4 male friends. So out of those 4 male friends, if any one of them invited you to go out and chill, just have a few drinks, let me just breeze, Ken. The game on, come over, drink some beers, watch the game. Would you have a problem with that?
No.
Straight. Would you have a problem with it?
No.
Gay. Would you have a problem with it?
All right, let me ask, before I answer that question.
Answer the question.
Hold on.
Answer the question. We got to head to WhatsApp. You got to answer the question.
You're trying to turn on
If
the
the person was,
You're trying
I
to
didn't turn up the music. I pushed up your mic, actually. If the person is gay,
You
would
think
you
you're
have
smart,
a problem?
No, not really.
Not really. Straight answer, yes or no. It can't be no not really.
All right, before I answer that question,
Ken,
right?
there's no before. We have 5 minutes left. Would you have a problem with it?
It all depends.
Oh my goodness, is another not really.
No. Because it all depends, right, on the individual. First of all, why would a gay man invite me out? I mean, I'm tall,
Because
dark, and
y'all cool.
handsome, and so forth. Yeah, if you cool, I don't have no problem with it. Let me tell you why I don't have
You
a
still
problem.
didn't say yes or no, fam.
But if I said I don't have a problem with it,
No, yes or no. Straight and to the point.
yeah, hold on a second, right?
Bruh, you wasting so many precious seconds. People calling and thing. Would you have a problem with it? Yes or no?
If a gay person say let's go out for some drinks and so forth,
And you know that the person just wanna, we just cooled as my boy for years. I didn't even know he was gay till he told everybody the other day. Would you have a problem with it?
no, and yes.
Oh my God.
I get tired. No.
Jesus, come for your world, man.
Hold on. No and yes. Usually people start with yes and then say no, but I start with no first. No, I wouldn't have a problem with it because it all depends on what time it is.
What do you mean what time it is?
Well, if any of my
What
gay
you
friends,
believe in now, Ken?
if any of my gay friends call me after 8 p.m. and tell me to come with
Listen,
them to
man, we
watch
get
a
to the
game.
phone. I just got a very, very interesting definition of gay from Russell. Russell Mosley, big up yourself, bro. He says, being gay is based on the group of people that you are attracted to. You can be gay and never have sex with a man. Same way you can be straight and never have sex with a woman. Interesting. If a man has sex with a man, that doesn't necessarily mean that he is gay because he might not be attracted to other men. However, if he is consistently doing it, then one can safely assume that he is attracted to men. Even if he did it out of curiosity once, you can possibly assume that the curiosity itself represents some sort of attraction. You heard that, Ken? Or you want me to read it again? You were on the phone. All right, let me read it again. Turn on your mic same time. There we go. Being gay is based on the group of people that you are attracted to. You can be gay and never have sex with a man. Same way you can be straight and never have sex with a woman. if a man has sex with a man, that doesn't necessarily mean that he is gay, because he might not be attracted to other men. However, if he is consistently doing it, then one can safely assume that he is attracted to men. Even if he did it out of curiosity once, you can possibly assume that the curiosity in itself represents some sort of attraction.
Actually, I don't agree with that. Well, I understand what they are saying, but there was a part of it where they said in the beginning that you can be gay, and you could be, I guess, sexually attracted to someone of the same sex, but not be gay. That actually don't make no sense. That again, understanding what Anderson said, I understand what he's saying, but I do agree with it. That's like a gay person saying that they just date a straight person.
So what you said again? Sorry, it was distracted. It was
All
responding.
right. So one of the things that the person just said, as you was reading the WhatsApp message, basically they were saying you can be attracted to someone of the same sex and not necessarily be gay. Mm-hmm. Conversely, you can be gay and not be having sex with someone of the and not be having sex with someone. Mm-hmm. That's the most confusing thing.
Yeah, because you are attracted to men, but you're just not sexually active with. Or so they say somebody of the same sex, but you're just not sexually active with them.
But that's not gonna come. Listen, you either gay or you
confusing,
straight.
Ken. You could be gay. You could be attracted to somebody of the same sex, but you're just not physically engaged with anybody.
Listen, have you ever saw a guy who was working out? They say, yo, man, he got some nice abs and so forth. So you are attracted to.
No, you're not attracted to his abs. You are saying he has nice abs. But you're trying to come and trip up people on a Tuesday afternoon. Scott. It's 5:30 and we got the news coming up next. Big ups to Wabisco and Lycius. We're coming back after this.